So here we are in Total War Warhammer 2. This was a request by one of you guys, and here's the thing. I've never really played one of these. I did play a little bit, just a couple little fights, understand the whole mechanics. But here's the deal. I'm gonna play it, and I want to be as evil as I possibly can. So almost all my decisions are going to be based around just being an evil monster. Now, another thing is, since I'm not particularly good at the tactical-based stuff, and I'm feeling particularly lazy, I decided to download the mod that allows the AI to run my army for me. So I played around with it, I made sure it works, and there's some considerations I have to think about when I get myself into these sort of fights with the AI. But I'll talk about that more as we go in. So why don't we get started? Just do this basic campaign. And I already know. I already know that this boy is the boy we want. Because, like, look at that. Hydras, that's how you know someone's appropriately evil. That and, like, the spikes. That usually gives it away, too. Alright, and, yeah. So here we go. We're going to be this boy, Captain Evil. What's his name? Malekith. Yeah, so we'll just call him Mal, you know. Feeling a little lazy with him. Evil inherently is usually lazy. They give us a couple quests here to get us started. The air is thick with murder, they say. Let's go ahead and upgrade this hold. I really don't know what a whole lot of this does, but the tutorial said to do that. So that's good. So the cool thing about all this is, again, we're gonna be truly evil. Like real evil. This is Mal, super evil here. He doesn't spend a whole lot of time actually commanding his army. He lets his his weaklings do that for him. So I think that's going to be the fun part about this, is trying to negotiate the battle AI and getting into good positions to succeed. Now, from my experience, as long as we don't get it horrifyingly outnumbered, it does okay. And so let's take a look here. So we are really high in the balance of power, it looks like. One thing I noticed when I was doing some tests is that the AI general really has a hard time keeping its forces together, and it just likes to send them off a little bit willy-nilly. So that's something I have to think about as well. And the only advantage that I'm going to give myself is I'm going to be able to deploy the units, and then from then on, the AI general will take over. Where's the box? Oh, it's over there. So this is a situation where I'm not going to be able to see them very well through the forest. So I might just plop everybody over here in the corner, honestly. That seems fine enough. You guys go back here. And, yeah, that's all right. Of course, probably want your archers in the back. And, oh, face the right way. Face the right way or here. And then we'll just have our elite units in the center. That looks kind of pretty, you know? I like it enough. Let's give it a go. So in order to activate it, just press Shift F9, AI units under control, and we'll give it a go. And so immediately, it looks like we're striking out towards the forest. I appreciate that, but really, there's not going to be much in my hands. So let's just see where this goes. We'll speed it up a little, since we don't have any direct control. We'll pause occasionally to see if there's anything we're missing. Have we spotted the enemy at all? We have, a little bit in the trees. So we're fighting rat people. Rat people, they're a little dangerous. They've got some interesting attacks, but in general they're pretty squishy, so they have to really outnumber you to be painful. We're going with a classic strategy of having our archers up front for some strange reason. It's a classic wartime battle plan. All right, and then to main speed, leading with our elite units that are supposed to protect our king, Mal. Mal has decided to run straight into the fight like a boss. I don't know how this game works, but he seems pretty content up front. Our archers doing fine out back. They appear to not be mostly hitting our people, which is nice. I wonder if the artillery is going to keep firing, though. We've routed some people, it looks like. Oh, God. They're retreating, it seems like for good reason. Some little scavengers returning back into the fray. Ooh. an excellent artillery barrage here on some fleeing enemy. Overall, pretty happy with the robot general. Keeping the battle small, I think, is what's going to be important for us to succeed here. Really getting in here. There's some pretty good detail on these models for how many of them are on the screen. No wonder my CPU was dying a little bit. And there we go, we've got a bit of victory. So let's see how well we did. This doesn't look too terrible, honestly. I think I'm supposed to chase these guys down, but it's okay, we'll end the battle. That's our first battle with the AI general. We only lost 14 people. This seems like a really good fight for us. We did have them severely outpowered, not necessarily outnumbered, but that's okay. And a decisive victory, I agree. 14 to 111, 10 times about, 9 times. It's pretty good. If we free them, we get some money. If we murder them all, our units get better. And if we enslave them, we get slaves. We're gonna go with evil option here. Mal is, he's here. He's here to enslave, to kick ass, take names, and to just be the best evil person he can be. Yeah, Lord of the Black Tower, perfect. He's got the image down. And maybe we'll just go try to take our city back. The Skaven live underneath the city. Ooh, very cool. Look at this. Look at this. The environments are really nice. I gotta give them credit for this. And the enemy will be somewhere over there. Okay. Yeah, let's start deployment. This looks pretty okay. I don't know why it insists on having the archers up front. Maybe it automatically will put people where they need to be. But I'm okay with just doing a basic set. Alright, you know what? That's okay. You can stay there. All of this I'm pretty happy with too. So let's we'll just send it over to the AI general. It thinks we have a significant power advantage, which is good. What are we facing? Oh. It's important. It's important to hand over control to the AI. If I forget to do that, nothing happens. So that's good. Alright, back into it. Or they're just sending all their guys straight in. These are some missile infantry up front. Alright, about to get into range. Artillery barrage striking home successfully. A lot of rats got hit by that. Some more artillery, but magic based. Another round, another salvo goes in. And then flinging in with the archers. This is great. And then we've got the melee troops. The Robo General does okay. Pretty happy with this so far. Straight into melee. A little bit of a surround there. Jesus Christ, please don't hit our men. And of course Mal going straight in. He likes a little rat blood on his sword. Oh boy, and some magic to top it off. He's not afraid, of getting his hands dirty. I think if you're going to be a good evil emperor, you got to be ready for that. Also looking swankopotamus. This looks good. I think our AI general is definitely, making his money today. He is their doom. You heard it here first, folks. I'm not sure what this murderous prowess is, but it will trigger once we kill enough people. Gained some good loot from that. I think we've liberated the city as well. Oh, and we've ranked up. We should have leveled up last fight. That would have been smart. Oh my god, look at this. This is an outstanding 17 casualties to 460. So far, the AI general, surprisingly good. Who's this Mulan looking guy? I think we're just going to straight up occupy. I was thinking about looting for the extra money. You got to be evil, right? But in the advent of spreading evil, or in that methodology, we really want to. I think we have to build up a strong base, and even evil people understand real estate is extremely important in life. Yeah. Okay, thank you. He's a talker, right? I think really understanding the evil monologue and Just the fear that it inspires in those around you is important. We've gained a follower, a slaver. Perfect. A captured high elf is the most valuable of prizes. A wealthy slaver will trade much more to bring such a sweet meat before his patron. Casualties captured post-battle, very good. Income from slave pens and markets, all provinces, up. I like it. Alright, we got some unassigned skill points. I was really enjoying the magic, his spell. It seemed to do a lot of damage. But we have to ask ourselves, do we want to focus on some more combat-based skills? Because we don't really have control over this guy specifically. So what do we think the AI general will best be able to achieve with these skill points? You know, I think I'm okay with being, you know, inspiring. If you're evil, right, like you gotta rally the troops. They're not here because it's saving the world. It's probably mostly for the money. And you want to inspire them with great benefits plan, that kind of thing. We'll get our spearmen up. They're the bread and butter of our army, and I think it's important to have that be nice and strong for our AI general. And we've got some research to do. I like going to continuous slave supply. That seems fruitful. If we're going to be truly evil. And plus we get some growth along the way. And another growth. We'll probably need some public order, I imagine. Because I remember reading somewhere that slaves increase your revolt chance in some fashion. I think that's a good turn to end. And there we go. So that takes us through our first turn of being just an evil bad boy. And we find ourselves, it appears to be across the world. And checking out the High Elves, I believe these guys are. Alright, and we're back. So we have a couple more quests. We can have some nice armor if we capture some captives. I'm all about that. Alright, our guys look to be all healed up, if I'm reading this correctly. Can I recruit some more units? Let's get some more Dread Spears. I think that will be nice, since we got the upgrade for them. Does our upgrade include Bleak Swords? Oh shit, that ended the turn. Have I told you I haven't really played this game, and I might get confused. So that's part of the evil strategy. Confusion, confuse your enemies. If you don't know what you're going to do, they can't. So it's definitely Battle Strategy 101. Sun Tzu said that. I actually read Sun Tzu's Art of War. It's mostly about baggage train and making sure you have supplies for fighting. So very practical, honestly. You know, the public order appears to be low in Nagarond. The taxes are too high, but they like the military. They don't like the difficulty. All right, well, I think that's pretty good. We can go ahead and move out. And it might be nice to get, what is this? Calera? Calera. To complete our province. I think we have a quest for that too. But yeah, how about we start walking down this way? Take out this guy. Might be the end of his turn. Alright, let's take it on to the next one. And again, more business happening with the High Elves. I believe that's like our brother or something over here. I don't know the actual story. But you know how it is. There's always someone good in your family, if you're evil. Okay,
the wars to come will be fought using guile as well as brawn. Consider expanding your facilities to permit the recruitment of heroes, my lord. Heroes can be hired to support your forces, or to strike against the enemy.
So let's see what we got here. So it says that we have a good balance of power in our favor. I do see 2 sets of armies, which is kind of scary, but I'm gonna trust in the military general and this bar. So let's give it a go. You can't be evil without a little bit of trust. I think that's honestly paramount. All right, what have we here? Dark grimy forest. I love it. It's you know, as far as like evil decor, it's really right up my alley. A little bit of forest, yeah, rune building. I think we'll be okay doing just the usual. We should have a new group of spearmen. Yeah. Let's put you back here. There we go. I like that. Let's see where the general takes it. Boy, they think it's a little bit evened out, which is kind of spooky. But we'll give it over to the AI. Let's see what it says. Looks like they're hiding behind this giant building. But we'll see if we can get a couple shots off on it. They're gone. They're back. Everything's fine. So what has the general decided? It kind of liked my formation a little bit, but we're pushing forward and spreading out some. I see two armies. This is a little... I knew this was going to be a thing, but it is a little scary to see. I might have wanted to put those guys on the hill, but... Ooh, that is pretty tasty. Alright, we're going in. I'm really happy I got that extra unit of spearmen. I wish I'd gotten a little bit more. Ah, what is this? The rats have popped through the ground. That seems dangerous. I'm a little worried about these archers being alone, honestly. Especially with this group of rats working their way up towards them. Let's see. Oh, they appear to be turning a little. Alright. I guess in the long run it's better to be flanking these spearmen than attacking the archers, so I think I'm happy with that. We'll see how the AI general takes this. This is looking good. Again, Mal straight in the fight. He is not having any of this nonsense. Strategically, this appears to be like a surrounded group and is not great. And they're losing currently. Oh, and we have a contingent of rat folk. Well, they were going to attack, but they've decided to leave. Nope, they decided to attack again. And they decided to leave. The war front is changing rapidly. What I do know is being surrounded on all sides is generally considered bad. Overall, we haven't sustained... Like, the casualties have been high, but not the worst. Oh, good. He's over here. Leading by example. True evil leadership at its finest. Actually, I apologize. That is true evil leadership at its finest. Standing in your own magic. Fuck off beam. This is great. We might have to invest in some more armor if the evil general is going to be sending Mal out like this. They're tired. That's okay. Being tired is pretty reasonable. Watch out. Mal, that seemed a bit close, you know. Evil HR is not going to approve that kind of blatant disregard for life. How are we doing? You guys don't look great. But you're surprisingly steady. I would have thought you guys would have run away by now. Oh, good. Some reinforcements to come help. Does that make you guys happier? It looks like everyone's retreating. Except for those guys who are doing the opposite. Where's the big boss? He's decided to run in. I am a little worried here, but I think we'll take it. That's good. How's this fight going? Good. People are running. Anyone else who's still alive is being chased down by spearmen. Ah, excellent. I'm pleased. And I think... Make them bleed you. I think with that, though, we gain control of this land. The losses were a lot heavier than the last battle, or two, but that's okay. I think we've secured a stronghold. We got a shit ton of money. That's fantastic.